Hi, I'm Peter J. Ray. Welcome to Adventures in History. Today's topic is Dearest Mother, Love Ruthie, Ruth Smallshaw Ray's Letters to Her Mother, 1946, Part 15. 667 University Drive, Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, Canada. Friday, April 5th, 1946. It's Friday afternoon, and it seems more like 5 years instead of 5 days since Monday, and judging by the letter that I wrote yesterday, at least a month must have passed since I wrote it. I'll enclose it not because it says anything, but because it leaves so much to the imagination. I guess I felt pretty grim. Don tried to post Marion's letter on the train, but couldn't. So since it was to be a day late, there wasn't much point in posting mine, and I knew I could write a better letter today. I still have that horrible sinking feeling in my stomach, but other than the cold, I'm okay. As I said, the kids have really been swell to me. I guess I was a bit of a sissy and sort of easily upset because Mrs. Hogg made me cry yesterday. I was just about asleep from the sulfa tablets when she came in for the rent. We had an agreement to pay $25 during the 6 winter months and $20 during the 6 summer months, so I suggested that it was $20 now. However, she said $25, so I couldn't argue. Then she got after me for using a cushion that she had stored in the basement. I doubt if anyone would ever use it. However, added up, I cried. Sissy. Later she came back, apologized, and gave me the $5 back. I didn't care, just wanted to be left alone. I really did look for a letter from you, badly. Thanks for the cake, Monday, and the papers. I gather Monday was Pop's first day on days. Swell. I hope Bud is working in school. It's very important. He should think of how lucky he is when he doesn't have to miss any and usually is in good health. It'll be swell to be home for a short holiday at Easter. I'll probably be in about 12:30 Thursday night. Don's train goes at 5 o'clock p.m., but he's going to see me off on the plane and go himself the next morning instead. Marion just came home and said that at school they were thinking it was awful I should be here all alone while taking sulfa and should have been in the hospital. She also brought some of my kitty's work. Good kids. Bye. I love you, Ruth. P.S. Marion brought me some 7-Up, so it's good and got me some ginger ale this morning. 667 University Drive, Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, Canada. April 7th, 1946. Dearest Mother, hello, sweetheart. It was very nice to get your letter yesterday, dear. The letter that I sort of looked for about 3 days. But anyway, you couldn't know that. I'm sorry if I worried you at all, but I'm feeling a lot better. It was quite a coincidence. I just got upstairs now to start a breakfast before Marion got home from church and thought I'd write to you when Mrs. Jelly phoned. She said you were worried, so don't be. I planned on going to the doctor yesterday afternoon and going to school tomorrow. However, when I got up yesterday afternoon, Marion put her foot down. Don wanted to meet me after I saw the doctor and have supper and go to the show. But when he phoned yesterday, Marion got after him and told him to make me stay home. So he told me to do what Dr. Stewart said. So instead, Don and Ian came over in the afternoon and stayed for supper. Marion and Ian went to a show, but I was too tired. Don washed the dishes, and I dried them sitting down. Jeanette, the girl who lives upstairs, and her boyfriend Bill came in and had coffee with us. Don is having his chemistry exam tomorrow, so I helped him to study. It seems funny, he is taking the same chemistry that Bud is. He has his grade 11 chemistry, did better than I did, but he's taking it again instead of going straight on. It is a good idea because it hasn't been so long for me, and it's amazing how little I know of it. Now I wake up in the morning and try to remember the preparation of HCl and Cl2 and the uses. 2NaCl plus MnD2 plus 3H2SO4 leads to MnAO plus 2NaHSO plus 2H2O plus 2Cl. Familiar, bud? It sort of intrigues me now that I don't have to, but to Don and Ian it's sort of a life and death matter. Bet Bud wouldn't let me help him study. Honestly though, Bud, for goodness sake, realize how very lucky you are. Think of these kids after traveling, being in the service, and now having to take high school, and kid, there are hundreds like that. You do have the advantage of living at home and Mommy to cook for you. Apparently, Don's boarding place isn't so good. Fried bread mixed in with the potatoes. It's on the other side of town, but he was lucky to get any place, as number 4 is closing next month. I guess I will go to the doctor tomorrow and school Tuesday. I still have a bad cold, but my ears and sinus are better. It was nice to hear Ruth is back. I'll have to try and bring something for her baby and manage to see her at Easter. Is her mother glad she is home? Will you be glad I will be home in 10 days, dear? I want to eat lots when I come home. Can I? Oh yes, please, please, please. If Bud hasn't time to develop the film, take it downtown and send them to me. It's okay if Bud can't do them for lack of time, but I want you to send them to me, and it's silly to bother him. I expected them before this. I'm enclosing a couple of the snaps that they took last fall for the school annual. The staff one isn't the one that they are going to use. They took another one with JSM in the middle. I'd like the staff and the little boys back, but you can keep the one of me and the art. Joe and Eric are my boys. Dear, I did take Dr. Allen's bill to the medical co-op, so maybe you should tell them it will come through. I'll have another now. Where is Doreen working? I certainly do feel old and unprogressive now, although for myself I'm very glad I did get my 12. So Bud, take heed from the voice of experience. Honestly, kid, it'll be so important to your life. Last night, Don and I dug out the gramophone and the old records of 2 years ago. Remember Marzie Dotes and It's Love, Love, Love? I'll Be Seeing You, Long Ago and Far Away? It really gave me a big kick. I hadn't realized it, but I guess I have grown up in 2 years, somewhat, at least changed. I love you, Ruth. P.S. Ian just decided not to write his exam tomorrow, so he's over. He was sick last month, too, and plans to repeat his class. Editor's note. This letter is accompanied by a rather large lock of red hair. Ruth's, presumably, which her mother saved. 50-year-old hair. 667 University Drive, Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, Canada, April 11th, 1946. Dearest Mother, Hi, Chick. How are you? I hope you're feeling better, dear. Take care of yourself, as nothing is as important as feeling well, even if you have to cut down on those bridge or club nights. I'm very sorry that I haven't had time to write sooner this week, but the first days back at school certainly are busy, and I haven't had time to sit at my desk, let alone write a letter. It's pretty tiring, and right now my feet and legs are killing me. It just seems that there's so much to do, and the kiddies do miss a lot of work. Was it ever cute? The first day back we were taking a reading lesson, and they said that I was away many, many days, and they had no reading, so better 3 lessons in one day, and they like work, work, work. So we did. Of course, I darn near knocked myself over trying to make them like it, so it was more work, work, work for Smallshaw. The place is getting crummier all the time as far as visitors go, all the time. I wasn't there Friday, but they had a bunch of nurses over Monday, normal students Wednesday, more normalites, and tomorrow the visiting committee to inspect us again. That's about 200 people within a week. Well, anyway, I'll be home in a week. I was just talking to Merle. She's going to phone her boyfriend tonight. He phoned her Tuesday. Good, eh? She says they may get married in July, but she'll have to keep working while he goes to varsity. Jack's going to meet us in a taxi in Regina. Don's taking us in one here. Good setup, eh? I went to the doctor Monday and back to school Tuesday. The kiddies were glad, and so was I. They've been very good. Yes, Don and Marion were swell. He was over Monday and Tuesday. I was a bit tired after my first day at school. I went to church last night, and I plan to go to bed to be ready for our inspectors tomorrow. Don wanted to go to a show, but I guess I can't take it. So we'll go tomorrow night. So then he phones at 10:30 to see if I'm really in. Cute guy, though. I've lost a lot of weight, so I'm trying to eat more. We get Monday off at school, now they tell us. I have my reservation to come back Monday. The snaps, dear. Had a letter from Connie saying she was going home this weekend as she couldn't get Easter off, so I guess I won't be seeing her. Too bad. Friday afternoon. Well, we've had our visitors now, and was it ever swell. They just dropped in to say hi to the teacher in each room and didn't stay. So good. My kiddies were angels. Really glad it's Friday now, though, 5 to 4. I'll be looking for a letter in the snaps, dear. Hope you aren't feeling too awful. Take care of yourself. Love, Ruth. 667 University Drive, Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, Canada, April 15th, 1946. Dearest Mother, Hi, honey bun. I'll be seeing you in a few days so we can talk over everything I might possibly have to say now, and I have quite a lot to discuss, I think. Well, first I wrote you a letter Saturday to ask your advice, but changed my mind, and I wrote another yesterday afternoon, but had a rest and missed the mail, so I thought perhaps I could do better today. Originally, I wrote to ask you your opinion on going to the United States again. Well, anyway, Marion wrote to a few schools and received replies, telling her to fill in application forms, without stating whether there were positions available or not. She asked about middle grades, though, so last Sunday I wrote to a few schools asking about primary positions. Saturday morning I got an airmail special delivery from Indiana State School in Indianapolis. They have a position at $200 a month. The school has 400 children and a staff of 50. They teach 36 weeks. We teach 40. Marion said it didn't appeal to her as she'd prefer Florida. I'm rather obliged to answer soon, aren't I? What do you think? It does sound better than Flint, Michigan. Does Daddy know anything about Indianapolis? What does he think? Please ask his opinion and write to me soon. I'd like a letter Wednesday so I'll know what to do. Should I wait until I hear from the other schools? I'm glad I came back here for last year, but now I have been here 3 years and I'm 21, so ready for a change, I think. As far as climate goes, I'd like it mild, and I do like trees. Is Indiana rather flat and treeless? Wish I knew more about the country now. Does Daddy know about any city or section of the United States that is preferable and I could write there? Editor's note. Oh, so all that reading your father did came in handy, and his knowledge of geography. I'm really very lucky, I feel, to have opportunities. Oh yes, I doubt if I'll be home Thursday night. Merle phoned yesterday, and I told her I doubt I'd be flying. I still have my reservations, but it's $10 cheaper by train for me because of the reduction on the train. Someday I'll be in a position where I can't get reduced railway fare. I get Monday holiday, so wouldn't want to come back Monday morning. If I come back Monday night and go home Thursday night, I'll have 2-night flights and won't see anything. Anyway, Don thinks I should fly to have the experience. So if I can get a reservation for 4:30 Thursday, I'll fly, I guess, and come back Monday night. There are 3 ahead of me, though. I'll see. You know, it seems to me as if all I do lately is weigh the pros and cons of this and that. There seem to be so many angles to think about. Do you think I should fly anyway? Oh, and thank you, dear, for the brownies. They were delicious. Really go for them. I may be eating you out of house and home the way I feel now. Lost some weight. Friday, I went to the show with Don, and Saturday he asked his boyfriends, Jack and Bruce, and two girlfriends, and Don and Ian. Marion and I made up a party. We planned on going out to the dance at the stadium, but one of the girls, Jackie, she used to play for Sybil at Miriam's. I asked her to come, played the piano. So we went up to Ann's and Harold's and danced up there. Jeanette and Bill came in, so with Ann and Harold, it made 12 of us. Later we went downtown for lunch. Last night Don and Ian came over for a game of poker. I lost 38 cents. Bowling tonight and a show tomorrow night, and I'll be seeing you maybe Thursday night or Friday morning. Right away. Love, Ruth. P.S. Just got home and got your letter, so thought I'd put in a note. I've just had a letter from Chicago, and there they demand that teachers have training in Chicago College to teach. So no Chicago for now. I really like the Christmas tree, but I suppose I might as well ask for the moon as ask to see the other snaps. Goodness. Glad you saw Connie. Were you talking to her? Nothing slow about Pete, eh? I think that's a swell idea about the holidays. Marion and I were thinking that perhaps we ought to take advantage of our railway reduction while we can still use it and go to Vancouver by train. What do you think? Maybe I should fly home anyway. It's such a long train ride. Will I miss too much by flying at night? I just ordered a birthday cake and ice cream for one of my little girl's birthday, Wednesday. Please write me a note on your opinions, and I'll be seeing you maybe Thursday, maybe Friday. Nice of Daddy to take you to the Icicles 46. Love, Ruth. 667 University Drive, Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, Canada, April 23rd, 1946. Dearest Mother, hello, honey. This will just be a quick letter to tell you that I really enjoyed my trip down. Honestly, am I ever glad that I did make up my mind to come down on the plane. All you could see were the lights of the city and towns and the northern lights and the stars, but it was all very effective, and it really thrilled me. Oh, to be able to own and fly an airplane. At the last minute I cashed my single ticket in for a return, so I can fly down sometime in the daytime if I want. It'll be something to look forward to, and if I don't want to, I can cash it in. So I'll be coming down sometime by plane. It was really swell to get back to Stoon. Don was here and Marion and Ian were at home, but I did enjoy my stay at home, and I'm very glad that I went home for Easter. Thank Daddy for the advice regarding the United States. After I got in the taxi, the house with the lights looked so nice, and you both looked so contented that I did actually regret leaving you. So I'll be home again fairly soon. Tell Pop you shouldn't make it so nice or you'll have me around too much, see? Honey, what did you decide about your suit? I've been thinking. It was really nice, but I'll leave it to you. 2 of my kitties were still away, but I had a very cute letter from Eric. He'll be back Thursday. I had a letter from Central New York School for the Deaf. An offer of $1,470 plus full maintenance for the school year, except that I wouldn't want to live in a school, I don't think. Well, darling, I'll have to say bye as dinner's perking and Marion will be home from downtown soon. I hope I haven't missed the mail. Love, Ruthie. P.S. Hi. Don and I are going to the big hockey game tomorrow night, so if it's broadcast, you'll know I'm there. Don says Pop will have to lay down the law, and maybe Bud will get some sense and work while he has the chance. School. R.S. 667 University Drive, Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, Canada, April 30th, 1946. Dearest Mother, hello, darling. I do apologize for not having written before, but I have been busy. It was very nice to get your letter, dear, and hear all your latest plans. I am glad that you didn't get the suit, and we'll see what we can do about getting you an outfit all together when I come home, okay? I think maybe a nice blue like Queen Elizabeth. Inky looked the nicest I've ever seen her on Sunday morning in church. I walked home with her and told her so. She had her gold suit and black felt hat and black purse and gloves. My little idea, remember? Really smart. Things have been going very well. Yes, Don and I did enjoy the hockey game. We were with 3 of his boyfriends and another girl. Marion and Ian weren't with us. Then Thursday, Harold, the fellow I went out with in Regina, was in. He wanted me to go to a dance Saturday, but I couldn't. Friday we had our party at school. I was the convener, so quite busy. Made cute paper flowers for the boys' lapels and the girls' hair and played games. 75 little kiddies, and we divided them into 4 groups and played all sorts of games, and I had the most fun. It was such a good party, I thought. It was so windy and dusty out. Don was over, and we played poker with Marion and Ian, lost 15 cents. Saturday we did clean up the place. 4 hours per room and work. I didn't think I had it in me. Now it's windy and dusty, so here we go again. Saturday night, Don, Ian, and another fellow and Marion and I went as a surprise party to Ian's boarding place. The man is 57 and was really thrilled. First time Don and I had been in a home together. Sunday, Harold was in and took me out to supper. Brought me in a box of 24 chocolate bars. Last night, Don took me to a show. Our vines have tender grapes. We really enjoyed it. Don is the convener of the baseball committee, and they had to work out after supper. They've got 3 teams but need a couple more. He just phoned and he's studying for his big exam Friday. I had a letter from Harold and he's coming in tomorrow and wants to come in Saturday. I don't think I'd better. It wouldn't go very well with Don if he knew. So, got my income tax in 10 to 5. Got my reports in 10 to 4. We had 90 normal students visiting today. I had 34 for about half an hour in 2 groups. Don't like this. Just one big display. Well, honey, which do you and Daddy think would be better? Indianapolis, New York, or Florida? I've had definite offers from each. St. Augustine, Florida, I think both Marion and I can go. New York or Indianapolis, I'd go alone. What do you think? Would Florida be too warm for me? Sure a good world. I had my letter returned from Auntie Norma. Wednesday afternoon. Oh, the advantage in cashing in my plane ticket. $9.20 single, $16.55 return. I'm enclosing a few of the snaps we took. The ones in the chapel were 6 of the scenes I did at Christmas. I wish we'd taken more snaps of them. The other 2 were prettier. I'd like them back, the chapel ones. Thought I'd better try and get this mailed. Just as I was going out of my room at noon to go to church, Harold was at the door of my classroom. He drove the army truck down, so drove me home and then took me to dinner, which was nice. He wants to come in Saturday and Sunday, so I told him I was busy. So he said he'd come in next weekend, some night. Marion doesn't think much of him. She doesn't think I should go out with him. Ian's going to tell Don if I do again. Harold thinks you are so very like me that he'd have known you to be my mother anywhere. Went to communion this morning. Got up at 6:30 a.m. Better say bye. Oh, Evelyn wanted me to sleep with her tonight. I said I couldn't, so she wanted to come home with me. So she walked to the top of the hill. Cute. Love, Ruthie. To be continued. Well, that concludes today's presentation. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. God bless you. Take care, and I'll see you next time.